So I've got a situation of a teacher discriminating heavily against my son. So much to the fact that my son hadn't said anything, but at least one student had made actual reports about the bullying that this teacher was doing to my son, who has an IEP, who has autism, which was just diagnosed a couple years ago, because he just developed frontal lobe epilepsy out of nowhere. It decimated things for a while. So the teacher, the worst thing that she did, besides the HIPAA violation of telling the class that he has autism, because it's not a visible thing, really, and Gage hasn't told anyone this, she passed out a field trip slip to the entire classroom. And I have her on tape copying to this and saying what she did was wrong, and out of her own mouth that she did discriminate against Gage. She passed out a field trip slip to all the students and quietly asked them not to tell Gage about the field trip because she didn't think he could be quiet long enough, and she didn't want to deal with him on the field trip. Another student went and reported her, a student that is a senior. Gage is a 9th grader. She's not friends with Gage. I don't know her. I don't know her mother. Her mother called me to let me know about what her daughter was coming home and saying was happening to my son. Of course, I went to the school. The school kind of blew me off at first. They said that the girl who reported it was probably a disgruntled student. I'm under the impression that this girl is an A+ student. She's in early college classes. She was supposed to graduate in December. So she doesn't have a dog in this fight to be any way towards this teacher. So we had the meeting. The principal didn't know about the reports. So there's obviously a disconnect going on there. She kind of acted like maybe the student was making it up. So after we had the meeting and the teacher confessed to what she did was wrong, that I said, you could have called me and asked me what my thoughts were on it. You could have went to the counselors and asked them what their thoughts were on it. But you discriminated a whole class against him. That's just one of the many things that she has done against my son. So now my son is in a separate classroom doing the work and then he goes and turns it in. And she's continuing to teach. I understand that trying to hire a lawyer and fighting the school system is going to do nothing but drain me. I have reported it to the ACLU, and I guess I don't know where else to go from here, but I just find it offensive. And so when the principal did call back after she said she was going to talk to the students, her words to me were, well, I did find some things that were disturbing, and the students did take the proper steps to report her, but we're just going to leave her in the classroom.